Hello friends, it's been 6 months since we picked up our 2025 Alliance Avenue 32 RLS, and a lot of people have been asking us our thoughts about owning an Alliance. What's gone wrong, what we like, dislike, and would we buy it again?
We want you to know we did a lot of research before purchasing it because we wanted to get the perfect match for our 3/4 ton truck. One other thing we want to mention is that we are not full-timers. We camp about 2 to 3 times a month, and we've already taken one big trip for about 2 weeks. So I'm going to take you around and show you the inside, and Dan will take you around and show you the outside as we show you the good,
The bad,
and the ugly of owning an Avenue 32 RLS.
Before we get started, I just wanted to preface what we mean by the good, the bad, and the ugly. First, the good is pretty much self-explanatory. The bad's what we'd like to see Alliance do differently. And the ugly is what's gone wrong with our 32 RLS since taking possession of it back in December of 2024.
So Dan and I have been camping in this 32 RLS for about 6 to 7 months. And there are some things that we absolutely love about it. One of them is my deep sink. It's deep, it's wide, and it's offset in my island so that I can wash dishes very easily and put them away, get them in there, it fits. Not to mention the prep space it allows me to have on my countertop. They're beautiful countertops, and there's plenty of space to do all the prepping that I want to do. And then when you look in this kitchen, how much space have we got in here? We don't even utilize half of it. If I was a full-timer, it might be different. So we have all this space up here. We have a full pantry that's lit all the way down so you can see on every shelf. It's only half full. We don't even have to utilize it all, not to mention the giant fridge. I absolutely love this drawer. Women, you would love it because you have your utensils and things that you use the most. And then you even have added storage underneath. It's fantastic. All of our cabinets and things up here. Then we have this in here. So we just put something in there just to have something in there. Isn't that silly? Because we just have so much space above. Now this living room, I absolutely love the space that's allowed in here. Of course, we use our bench as a coffee table or footrest for us in here. It works really well. We love our couches. Dan likes to lay over there. I sit here and read or do my crafts and sewing. And then if we're watching TV, great. But if we're not, we have this amazing, enormous picture windows all throughout the living room here. So it brings the outside in. This place where we're camping right now is so beautiful, and it's just a part of our entire camping experience. We absolutely love it. Now, I want to take you upstairs and show you some things I love in the front room as well. So in our bedroom, we love the space we have in here, the size bed we have, but look at this closet. This has been phenomenal for us, especially compared to what we had before. We have room for a washer and dryer if we need it. We've chosen not to do that right now. We've got plenty of room to hang up our clothes when we travel or store gear when we're going to different campsites and different things that we would need while we were there. It's a closet, but I'm going to tell you it's beautiful. I love the way they did it. Of course, all the storage in here for our clothes are amazing. But now I'm going to show you my all-time favorite thing that Dan did for us. He saw it online and thought it would be a great thing to do here. And for me, it has absolutely changed my camping experience, and that is this beautiful sink. The one we had before was flat and or flat to the counter and down, and it was very difficult to wash our hands in, to brush our teeth because of this cabinet. So this has really improved the camping experience. Look at all the storage we have in here with the large medicine cabinet, our storage for our towels. We have lots of towels in there, and toilet paper, and just anything else you need. We have the shelf up there that we use. Of course, we have everything cleaned up and made pretty for you while we're filming this, but place for our towels, a large shower where I have a seat, or if I want to shave my legs, it's very convenient to use. So we just love it.
The first feature I really fell in love with is the performance running gear. We have Goodyear Endurance E-rated tires with the Moride CRE 3000 suspension system with heavy-duty shackles and wet bolt kit. Another great addition I really like is the 2-inch torsion tube welded to the I-beam for extra support to have a little more peace of mind knowing the running gear doesn't fail over time. And finally, Alliance reinforced the spring hangers with V-brackets to make them much stronger. Now, two modifications we did to enhance the running gear was add the Moride X Factor cross members. This reduces the side torque and twist on the spring hangers by 90%. We also added Sumo springs. And honestly, the Sumo springs upgrade is what I noticed the most. It took a lot of the chucking and bucking right out of the RV. Most of the time we're pulling, I don't even know she's behind us. Another great feature on the outside is the three-way switches in the storage bays for the awnings and the slide outs. I can't tell you how much easier it is now opening and closing everything without having to run inside all the time. One feature we can't live without living in South Texas is the 3 Coleman Mach ACs up here on top. 2 are direct dumps, the third in the bedroom is vented to the bathroom. Now, if we go to a state park running 30 amp electric, we can still run 2 ACs with some lights and not have a thing to worry about.
Now I'm going to go over some things that we've classified as bad for this video, but when I say bad, I'm nitpicking. If I could have everything in a trailer that I want, these are some things, some changes that I would absolutely make. But I want to preface this next portion of the video by saying that I wouldn't trade this trailer for anything. I don't want to upgrade, I don't want to change. These are maybe some changes that Dan and I will make on our own. First thing is, I love the size of this microwave. It is like my microwave at home. The only thing that I would change about it is I would make it convection so that it would give me an oven, a 9x13. I do have an oven here and it works just fine, but I would like to maybe have 2. I'm telling you, I'm nitpicking. Now, I will say this was a disappointment when we discovered this, and we had been camping with the trailer for months before we realized this is not a smart TV. I love the size of it. I love how it moves. I love the storage I have behind it. See, I just love my trailer. But I would really rather have a smart TV. So we have figured out a way to fix that when we need to with a Fire Stick or maybe a Roku. But that was disappointing because our smaller trailer had a smart TV. So we were surprised by that. Now, another thing I'm going to nitpick about just a little bit, and Dan has tried to fix it for us and he has made it better. But this couch, when you pull it out and make a bed, which we have done, we've had some company, this upper portion goes down. So if that's where your head is, you're sleeping on an angle and it is not super comfortable. We think we have found a fix with a pad, but it's either that or put your head at the opposite end. Again, I am nitpicking because really it was comfortable enough, my company said, but it was just a little wonky is all I'm telling you. I only have one complaint in this bedroom, only one, and that is when we sleep and we pull our, I've said before, I love these windows, but when we pull the shades down, they are not, there's a lot of light that comes in through the side. They are not dark, and I love a dark room to sleep in. So I've told Dan 100 times, and he's kind of dragging his feet on doing it, but I think we will do it. We're gonna buy or build, I'm not sure, what are they called, Dan? The valances that you put down the side to darken the bedroom? Side valance. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. We would do that in here in the bedroom just so it's a little bit darker in the mornings. On beautiful summer days, there's a lot of light that comes in here. So that is my only complaint about the bedroom.
Now for the bad on the outside. I only have one area I think Alliance can improve on, and that's storage. I think an additional storage area behind the couch on the back side or around here on the off-camp side behind the fireplace. It doesn't have to be big, just something about 1 foot deep and 2 to 3 feet long with a slam latch. That would be awesome. Another area for storage that's underutilized is this pass-through behind the access door panel. Here there's a wasted 1 to 2 feet of space that would be a game changer for storage.
So we've covered the good, we've talked about the bad, not really bad, but you know what I'm saying. But now we're going to talk about the ugly. and this was ugly, and it was very upsetting when it happened. So Dan and I were camping. We were pulling into a spot, and of course, while he's setting things up outside, I'm coming in and starting to open up the slides. And I noticed that this couch was sitting a little wonky, and I thought, that's never moved before. What's going on? So I called Dan in, we got the slides open, and we started to notice that there were loose nails behind the couch. Some were still on the couch, but nothing was attached to the floor. The whole couch was moving. And unfortunately, this is what happened because of that. The nails have scratched the linoleum. That's what you can see currently, and then there's plenty of scratches from the movement that happened during that trip underneath the couch. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to test Alliance's customer service again. Now, I do want to say this. We have contacted them over a couple of things with this RV and our previous Delta. They have been an amazing company to work with. They're very cooperative. They're very helpful. But this is going to be the biggest issue that we've had because of how they're going to have to fix it. So we're going to take it in come the fall, and we'll see how it goes. I hope it goes well. I do want to make this comment. This couch and the other couch, Dan had to re-secure it because the nails had come out of that one as well. That had happened really early on when we had bought this trailer. So he has fixed that, and it seems to be staying stable. I don't know why we didn't think to check this one, because unfortunately there was no damage done with that one, but this damage we're going to have fixed. So that's our ugly on the inside. Other than that, it's been a great fifth wheel.
On the outside, we've only experienced one ugly moment thus far, and it really wasn't that bad, unless you like taking cold showers. It was our third time out with Allie when a wire broke on the inside casing of the back side of the unit. I called Alliance to open a warranty ticket. They allowed me to take it to a local dealer who could get me in quickly, where I paid cash. 10 days later, I had a check from Alliance for the completed service work.
So, would we buy the Avenue 32 RLS if we had it to do all over again? Yes. We both love the thoughtfulness of the floor plan and design. It's not only beautiful, but extremely functional.
We also love the details to the fit and finish. Everything's lined up correctly. There's no weird gaps anywhere, the things being crooked or off-centered.
We think it's an amazing fifth wheel. We love it. Sure, you might have a bump along the way, but that's what sets the manufacturers apart from one another, is how they handle warranty claims. And thus far, Alliance is #1 in our book.
Overall, we don't regret our decision at all. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, please. Tell us what you think in the comments below. And thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week.